Hello my water signs, how are you? This is Dee from Consciously Focused Tarot, bringing you your mid-month update. So this reading will go from May, the middle of May, what's today, the 15th of May to the 15th of June, more or less, okay? Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. And please continue to like and share the video with your friends and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, yeah? And what else was I going to say? Yeah, if you would like a reading from me, a personal reading from me, the information is in the description box, where it will lead you to my website. There's a link for my website in the description box. The website is, however, still under construction, but you can go over there, or you can simply just email me, okay? And also there is also a link that if you feel led and you've enjoyed the content that I'm uploading, to send donations. I really would appreciate that, you know, of any amount would be appreciated, yeah? Okay, so water signs, what I'm doing today is I'm combining the elements into one video, and I'm going to try and do this without it going into a part 2, but if it goes into a part 2, just look for it. I was able to do earth and fire in one video, so hopefully I'll be able to do yours as well. So this row here is Pisces, the one in the middle is Cancer, and the row over there, the column over there, the last column is Scorpio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the timestamp in the description box below. Oh yeah, and also I forgot to remind you guys also to please comment if any of this resonates with you. So I will timestamp where each sign starts, okay? But basically there is a general energy for all the water signs that I'm seeing. So at first I did a cute little analogy, you know, for the general energy for the water signs until I did the confirmation cards. I'm like, oh Lord, okay. So guys, go and put the kettle on, make a cup of tea, pour yourself a glass of wine or coffee or whatever it is, because I don't know, depending on what country you're in, I suppose we're at different times, okay? Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. Now the general energy that I'm feeling for the water signs is there is a sense of how should I say? There's a sense of, for all the signs, there's a sense here that you guys know that there is some tweaking that needs to be done to be in the place that you would like to be, more balanced. There are some situations that need balancing out, okay? It's nearly as though, and I'm seeing procrastination here. I'm seeing conflicting energies here in all three signs. It's nearly as though, for some of you, you know what to do, but you're not doing it. Or you don't know what to do, but you sense, everywhere you go, you're seeing signs. Or you might be having dreams, or someone may say something, you know, where you're getting signs, even though you know, you may feel you don't know what to do, but you're getting the signs of you probably should take action on something, and you're getting signs of what you should be doing, okay? There is a conflicting energy here. It could be within you trying to reconcile these energies within yourself to regain balance within yourself, and equanimity within yourself. or you're trying to regain the balance in a situation, okay? Oh, hold on a minute. Because I laid the cards out and I took some notes. Oh, here we are. So, it's nearly as though you're trying to basically find a healthy balance or a resolution to a situation, okay? It's like you're pondering, I know that, but how do I do it? You know, it's nearly as though you're second guessing yourself. It's like a push-pull energy that's keeping you stuck from actually taking action or making a decision, okay? And you're trying to just find the right balance. What I'm seeing here is it's nearly as though you have all the ingredients, but you just don't know how to put it together in the right ratios so that you get this sort of balanced resolution that you seek, okay? But for example, like if you're making a cake, okay, you have all the ingredients for the cake, but if you add too much flour, the cake is going to be dry and hard as a rock, right? Or if you don't add enough baking soda, you know, the cake will be flat. Take it out of the oven, it goes psh. Not that I know how to cook cakes, mind you. This is just my silly, simple analogy. And if you add too much liquids, then just forget it, because then it's going to be like a pudding. Okay, so now the thing is, now that's a shame, because it's nearly as though I'm feeling that you have everything you need to take the action or make the decision, but you're second guessing yourself and it's keeping you stuck, okay? So I'm going to start off now with Pisces. Okay, Pisces. So here we have nurture. And nurture is akin to the Empress, and you guys get the Empress in my readings a lot, okay? But that speaks to a lot of the Pisces qualities. They're very nurturing, compassionate, understanding, okay? And it's also the card of the matriarch, okay? But this is also the card of the goddess of the earth. So that means this person is very resourceful. And like the earth sustains us, the earth is a very valuable resource that keeps the human race sustained, put it that way, right? Because we plant our food and everything comes from the earth, okay? And then the trees that give off oxygen, you know, it comes from the earth, okay? I think you're getting my gist. So when the Empress cards comes up, and it's also a very creative card, because the Empress also gives birth to things and nurtures it until it grows, okay? So this can also be a card of did this come up in the last Pisces reading? Was someone maybe pregnant or maybe not? Okay, so someone may be pregnant or trying to get pregnant. And, but this is also someone that is, like I say, very nurturing. They help to give life and to people around them, okay? To give life, to bring life, in the sense of that nurturing, motherly, caring and compassionate quality that emanates from some people, okay? Especially, I think, for Pisces too, Pisces people, okay? So when we get this card, it's also calling to ground yourself into Mother Gaia, the earth, ground yourself, okay, and pull that sustenance, you know, that earth quality into yourself, into your environment. It will help balance you and keep you grounded, okay? And then we have just breathe. So this is also basically for you Pisces, this is saying get back to nature, okay? Maybe go outside and walk barefoot on the earth and just give praise, you know, and just be grateful. And also just breathe. Get out of your head, stop worrying, because being in your head is keeping you stuck from making a decision, okay? So some of you Pisces need to connect to the earth, relax, meditate, go to the beach, swim in the sea, okay? So here we have the Two of Winter. Okay, Pisces. Now, you may not recognize these cards because I'm using new decks today, because I have all these decks that I don't use. And but this basically is akin to the Two of Swords. And since February, I don't think you got it in May. But prior to that, you guys were getting the Two of Swords pretty often in your readings. And this is a card of indecision, not wanting to make a decision, or just plain ignoring a situation. Okay? So here, for some of you guys, it's like indecision is holding you back. Indecision is keeping you stuck. Okay? It's like you've got your blindfolders on. So you need to make a choice that's best for you, Pisces, rather than trying to please everybody, okay? So basically, you're trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. And this is why Spirit is calling for you to connect with nature and ground yourself and get out of your head. And maybe, you know, some of your chakras may be out of balance as well. I think you probably need to activate your base chakra. Okay, like I said, I'm going to do a reading on the chakras. I'm going to do a video on the chakras, okay? But walking barefoot on the earth, swimming in the sea, jogging, exercising, and just self-care will help you to regain that balance within yourself and within your spirit, and get out of your head and always stop thinking about everybody else and not thinking about yourself, okay? And then we also have the Lovers in reverse. So the Lovers can speak to a very deep connection with someone. It can also speak to a very important decision that you have to make that may have a profound impact on your life, okay? And this card is in reverse. So it's a confirmation again that you have an important decision to make, but you're not making it for whatever reason. You're unable to make the decision because you feel kind of trapped. You're procrastinating, probably second guessing yourself, afraid to make the wrong decision. And then next to that, we have the Strength in reverse. So this is the Leo card, you know, with the girl with the lion, okay? So here you've got air. So that is Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Here you've got Gemini, that's also air. And here you have strength, okay? So basically, I think you're not standing in your oh, there is a lion on there. I didn't even see it, okay? So basically, you're not standing in your truth. You're not standing in your power, okay? And but you do have the grace and inner strength that you need to overcome challenges, Pisces, you know, because you do have the power of kindness and forgiveness, okay? And I don't know, maybe you see these cards again are confirming it. You may need to be kind to yourself, okay? You're always trying to make sure everybody else is okay. You need to be kind to yourself. You may even need to forgive yourself, for all I know, okay? You know, it's just time to embrace how wonderful you are, and you are not doing that, Pisces. You are wonderful, okay? So with the confirmation cards now that when I saw these, I'm like, oh my days, okay, here we go again. So the Queen of Swords, you had this card in the May reading, but it was in the general reading, but it was in reverse in your recent past. So now it's upright, so that's a good thing, because the Queen of Swords upright is a good card. So this is either you, Pisces, you're going to take on this energy, okay, and basically step into your power and make a decision, okay? You will make a just decision, because that sword also stands for justice, okay? This is someone that's very intellectual and very analytical. So this could be you taking on this energy where you're just going to use the sword and just cut out the bullshit, okay? The clouds, if there's any clouds or confusion, you're just going to use the sword and then just cut it away so that you have mental clarity. So mental clarity is coming in for you, Pisces, okay? Also, if this is not you taking on this energy, this could be someone you know, someone that is maybe going to help you to get clarity, or that may give you an advice, for example, like a lawyer, a tax advisor, or whatever. But the thing is, in your last reading in May, there were a lot of cards that were speaking to material things and careers and jobs. In this reading, there is not one card that speaks to that, really. This reading is about connection. It's about relationships. It's about connecting to source. It's about connecting to yourself. It's about realigning and balancing yourself and whatever situation is coming up here. And I strongly feel that this situation has to do with, like I said, with yourself, with a situation that has to do with family, home, relationships. I'm not seeing anything about career or businesses or real estate, nothing like that. I'm not seeing in these particular cards, okay? So it looks as though since we did the last reading, it looks as though the situation has evolved a little bit over the last couple of weeks. And the Queen of Swords is upright, so that's fantastic. Then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So the Seven of Cups in reverse is good, because it means that you were confused. You saw all these options and you're like, which one do I pick? Which one do I choose? But you know, as you know, not everything that glitters is gold. 6 out of those 7 cups may have booby traps in, and that's probably what's kept you from moving forward, because you were afraid of making the wrong decision. But now it looks as though you're moving towards making a resolute decision, one way or the other, okay? Then we have the Wheel. You've got some strong cards in here. We have the Wheel, okay? So this is a green light to move forward. So Pisces, once you make that decision, once you stop feeling confused and looking at all the different options, once you narrow it down to one option and focus on that and make a decision, the Wheel will move forward for you. You will get the green light and you will come unstuck, okay? And then after that, we have the Judgment card. So this is huge. Okay, so what this means is that once you make the decision and move forward, there's going to be like a rebirth in a situation. It is like the falcon rising out of the ashes. It's going to give new life to a situation, okay? And for some of you, maybe you may be reconciling with someone, okay? You may be reconciling with, I don't know, someone you were in a relationship with, you'd broken up, or whatever, but there is some type of, maybe some type of reconciliation here possible. And this card also speaks to just reconciliation, period. You remember I said at the beginning of the reading that something needs to be brought into balance. You know, it's out of balance, it's stuck. It wasn't out of balance, it's just stuck. You know, it's stagnant. Okay, so when you make this decision, it's going to breathe new life into the situation, Pisces. And some of you will be reconciling. And like I said, I really think this has to do with relationships, family, friends, or even just a relationship you have with yourself, okay? And then the angels are guiding you that when you make this decision and you get unstuck and you get out of your head and you know, exercise, maybe go to the beach, swim in the sea, connect with nature, rebalance your chakras, it will improve your health. Because when we get stuck in this type of energy, people don't realize that, but it can affect your health, okay? And then at the bottom of the deck, Pisces, you had the Magician. So what the Magician means is that you can do this. You've got the tools to do this. Have confidence in yourself, okay? You can manifest this. You can make this happen, okay, Pisces? Okay, let me get on to the next one, which is Cancer. Okay, Cancer. Was this that way? I think I put this the wrong way up. Hold on, one was up and one was down. Which one was it? No, this was this way. Okay, so for Cancers, you have a similar card, guidance card, find balance. Okay, and here as well, this is like your base chakra. You see the red? So that speaks to your work, your everyday work and your obligations and everything. Okay, and then here the green is heart energy. Okay, so here it looks as though you need to find balance. You're probably juggling between your work, your relationships, and your family. Okay, and it's pulling you in different directions. But I mean, you're juggling very well. You're doing it very skillfully. So good for you, Scorpio. I mean, Cancer. But the fact that it's come up in your cards, it must mean something, okay? So here we have, oh yeah, and you guys, Pisces, I don't remember if I told you, but for the most, I think I did, for the most part, you've got, yeah, you have earth, you have air. Yeah, you have a lot of air, you've got water, and you have fire. Okay, and back to Cancer. This is a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius in reverse. So I don't know if this is the way you're feeling, Cancer, in the sense that I don't know if you're lacking a little bit of confidence, or if you're a little bit peeved or upset about something. This can also be, but that's someone that is not standing in her power, okay? Or she's not standing in her energy. And the Queen of Wands energy is very vibrant and beautiful and intuitive and she gets things done, and it's in reverse. So it could be here that maybe you're lacking confidence, or this may not be you, this may be someone around you that's lacking confidence. And remember, these cards are not gender specific. When you see these cards, we're talking about the energy. So this is someone, either you or someone around you, that is lacking some confidence right now, or they may be a little upset about something. Okay. Okay. So then we have the Knight of Cups, which is a water sign. The Wheel of Fortune, Karma. So this is, I believe that's fire, and the Knight of Cups. So if you see this, it's like the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is sandwiched in between two situations. Leo had a similar dynamic. Okay, so the wheel is in reverse, so some of you Cancerians may be wanting to go back to a situation or a person, okay? And this person is facing the Wheel of Fortune, so the feeling could be mutual that two people may want to reconcile and go back together, okay? And you could be hearing about this within the next 2 to 4 weeks. You could get a message from this person, okay? You could be leaving one person and going to another person, or this can just be the message coming in from this person that they want to get back together with you, or you are going to call the person or communicate with the person and say you want to get back together with them. Okay, because it looks as though there's unfinished business here, Cancer. Okay. Or it could be that you may not be getting back together. You may just be, there may have been something that was unresolved or unfinished that you may want to discuss, or you may want to process so that you can both move on, or it can be reconciliation, okay? But this person here in reverse is not very happy. So whatever you're reconciling about, or whatever message is coming in, it could be to clean up a situation or an issue that was left unresolved, okay? So that you can either reconcile and move forward together, or you can solve this unresolved issue that was never resolved, and the two of you can then deal with that baggage and then both go your separate ways into other relationships, okay? Also, what this could also mean, because you have finding balance here, okay, juggling, conflicting situations. What this could also mean is that, Cancer, you may be a mediator between these two situations to reconcile the situation and bring harmony and balance to it, okay? Do you know what I mean? You know, mediator. There could be two people here, or two situations, and for some reason it's not moving forward because something needs to be reconciled here, and you may be the mediator to help bring this reconciliation, or to bring healing to this situation, or to bring a close to this situation, to this cycle. And if it's not you, you may have someone come in and help you, a mediator that will help you to reconcile this situation and put it to bed, okay? So that you can close out this cycle in a healthy way. and move on. So there's a cycle here that needs to end. Someone needs to do something to bring balance to it so that it ends and you can start a new cycle. Or some of you are going back to an old relationship, okay, that you were once in. Or for some of you again, you may have to choose between two suitors, or you may have to choose between two people on a situation, okay? And then when I clarified that card, I got the moon in reverse. So that means a part of this reconciliation, some knowledge that you didn't know is going to come out. It's going to be revealed, okay? Or maybe secrets will come out that you didn't know. But this reconciliation or the mediation of this situation is going to bring forth some knowledge that was hidden from you or that you didn't know, okay? Because this knowledge that you didn't know or that was hidden from you was keeping the situation stuck. It was keeping the situation from transitioning and ending a cycle and starting a new cycle. However, it looks as though whatever this situation is, whatever this information is that comes out, it's going to bring you enlightenment. It may also come as a shock, okay? The information may come out of the blue, and this will help to cleanse and relieve the situation so that you can move on, or you can both move on into a new cycle of your life or of this relationship, okay? So you can see, you know, Uranus moved into Taurus today, or tomorrow, depending on where you live. Bam, there goes Uranus, messing with people again. The Uranus doesn't play, and it's with the death in reverse. So what this is saying is, the death in reverse, someone is stuck, something is keeping them stuck, probably the lack of information, the lack of knowledge that they need to move forward. It's keeping the situation stuck and stagnant, okay? So the wheel of karma cannot move forward to start a new fresh cycle. So Uranus is like, no, we're not doing that. We're not going to let this drag on any longer, because your time's up to deal with this situation, okay? So something is going to be revealed. Something is going to be revealed that is going to help you to move on. And it's going to be revealed out of the blue. It may be something shocking. It may be a secret. It may be something that you needed to know so that you could rectify the situation and move on. So this tower is going to come in and be like a storm that just brings a nice clean breeze that blows in after the storm is over, and clean this situation up, okay? So your angel's guidance is meditation brings answers. So meditate on this situation. You know, you may even get the answer in your meditation for some of you that are very empathic. You know, your angels may kind of leave an impression in your spirit where you just know the answer and you know what to do, okay? And you guys, you've got the moon in reverse twice, so there is something coming out, some secret's going to be revealed, or some information that was hidden from you is going to be revealed or exposed, or something you needed to know to move forward with your life. That information is going to somehow be revealed to you, or you're going to ask for it, for that information, or you're going to ask for someone to be forthcoming with that information, whoever it is. okay, and then you will be able to move forward. Okay, this video is going a little over here. Let's go to, so that was for Cancer. Now we're starting Scorpio. Now Scorpio has move. So this card here is akin to the Chariot, okay? So this card is calling you, Scorpio. It's time to take action. It's time to move forward. It's time to be proactive. So then why is it at the bottom of the deck we have the Chariot in reverse? So this is what I'm saying. You guys have a conflicting energies. Like feeling that you want to move forward, but you can't. Or not wanting to move forward, but feeling that you should. And it's keeping all you water signs stuck. This sort of procrastination all up in your head. And it's fear. It's fear of making the wrong decision, okay? So the guidance there is saying, be proactive, especially in situations, you know, if you want a relationship, be proactive and do what you need to do to meet somebody, okay? Or to go out and date, or because here I can see, Scorpio, you're still healing from a broken heart, or from sadness, or from disappointment, okay? And you have the High Priestess here. So the High Priestess is someone, she's just quiet, okay? She's meditative. She's very intuitive, okay? So this High Priestess knows the answers, but she may be keeping mum about it. She may not be talking about it much because she knows, and it could also be that Scorpio has not moved forward. They may want to move forward, but they haven't moved forward because they are very well aware that they are still healing from something, okay, or from a past situation. However, I do see collaboration here. I do see, Scorpio, that you're working with someone, you're working with a group, or you're working in your community or networking, okay? You're also, this is also a card of laying the foundations. You're laying foundational blocks and stones so that you can build upon it, okay? So here you're being quiet, you're just observing, you're working, because you know that there's a situation that you're working on that needs to be healed, okay? And you could be working on yourself. You could be working with you could be meditating so that you can heal your heart, okay? You could be working with people so that you can heal, like I don't know, maybe like an energy healer, or a Reiki healer, or with a group of people, or with a person, okay? But you're doing it quietly. You're not shouting it from the rooftops, because you know. And you know what to do, Scorpio.